Part 3 and the final video in this series on the Franschhoek Pass features the southern section of 10 kilometers from the summit at the Middagkransberg to the endpoint at the crossing of the De Toys River. This section of the pass has a reasonable average gradient of 1 in 12 and contains 33 corners, 2 hairpins and 1 full horseshoe bend. To the careful observer, remnants of the first pass built in 1819, called Cat's Pass, can still be seen today. It was named after a local farmer who built the pass, who had lots of enthusiasm but not much engineering acumen, and this road proved to be a terrible road. The road heads due south from the summit for 2 kilometers, winding its way through another group of soft curves. Watch your speed as these bends are deceptively tricky. After 1,8 kilometers from the summit, the third hairpin comes into view. This one turns through 160 degrees, and whilst it's sharp, it's nowhere near as sharp as the previous one. The direction heads northeast for 400 meters, where the entrance track to a youth camp can be seen on the left. After a 500-meter straight section, the next major bend is a full horseshoe, but it has an easy radius and brings the direction into the southwest for 400 meters of continuous descending. The next 1.5 kilometers has the road hugging the near vertical cliffs of the gorge towards the south, with the odd glimpse of the tumbling amber waters of the De Toys River far below. Keep your speed down, as this section is dangerous and has been the scene of several accidents in the past. A solitary jeep track leads off to the right. This is out of bounds for everyone and is a control track used by nature conservation only. In 1963, the great travel writer J. Berman wrote the following words about mountain passes. No two Cape Mountain passes are alike, either in appearance or evolution. Their stories are human documents, pages in the saga of a young country's development, monuments to the vision and labor of great men. Going back to 1823, Earl Bathurst, Secretary of State for the Colonies, raked Lord Charles Somerset over the coals for approving expenditure in excess of his authority, which was only £200, without approval from the Colonial Office in Britain. The total expenditure of the pass came to £6,230 sterling. The pass was completed in 1825. A wide right-hand bend reveals a deep gorge running transversely from right to left. This is where the Jan Joubert Bridge is located, and once again a large shady view site has been provided on the left. Park here and take a short walk over the road to read the plaque in honor of the soldiers who built the bridge and the pass. Then take a short pathway along the southern bank of the stream and take the stone steps down below the bridge, where you can get a good look at the original stone bridge with the new concrete bridge built over it. It is the oldest single-span stone bridge still in use in South Africa. It's an extremely pretty spot and well worth a stop, and perhaps even a picnic. A plaque at the little stone bridge commemorates the obvious hard work of the pass-building soldiers. Before Sir Lowry's Pass was built in 1833, the Franschhoek Pass was the only pass used by travellers heading east out of Cape Town. Thankfully, there are plenty of safe places from which to admire the breathtaking views of tumbling rivers and steep gorges. After the bridge, which forms the fourth hairpin bend, the direction changes back into the east, faithfully following the course of the gorge. After 500 meters, the road swings back into the south. There are 2 excellent view sites close to each other on the left-hand side of the road, making for easy access for descending vehicles. It's well worth stopping here, where the scenery is achingly beautiful at any time of the year. Winter and spring are the best times, when the wildflowers are in bloom and the rivers are in full spate. On completion of the Franschhoek Pass, it has been described as a splendid mountain road in every respect, the work of that able engineer and gallant soldier, Lieutenant Colonel Holloway of the Royal Engineers. The pass served as the main gateway to the Overberg and the east until Sir Lowry's Pass, more on a direct line, was constructed in 1830. From here, the next 750 meters follows a series of very tight curves, and then a sign warns of a sharp turn to the right. Pay attention, as this is one of the most dangerous bends on the entire pass and catches many drivers unawares. A speed of 30 km per hour is recommended for this 90-degree right-hand bend. The bridge over the De Toys River comes into view, which is reached within 650 meters. This also marks the end of the pass. Within a few hundred meters, there's a picnic site called the Toll on the right-hand side of the road. Like most of the passes in the early years of the Cape Colony, this one was also a toll road.